up on my iPad.
Get the jelly out.
Yeah. And me with my dull GelliDex, I looked at them this morning and they were dull. Dull, I say they were dull. Hey, everybody, it's me and Beth, and we're going to play.
Hi, everybody. Come on in.
Hey,
We'll be here in a minute.
I'm getting an echo. No, where it is.
Is it me? I don't have anything else open.
I don't either. Okay, I think it's gone.
Okay, I just turned my volume off.
Okay, that was what it was. Whew. Well, we'll get some folks coming in here in a minute.
Yep.
You're not going to believe what I found. I thought I had thrown it away.
Oh, another book. Imagine that. Oh, wow.
I used to subscribe to all this stuff. And I don't know, one day Shannon and I don't know who else was doing, what do you call it? Reverse collage.
Yeah.
And so I went out to my car and pulled this out of the trunk. And I just started painting around the artwork in the book.
That's it. Yeah. That's how we do it.
Yep.
So you've already got a book. You didn't have to order the other one then.
Well, yeah, that's true. I don't know what. I guess it's that one. So yeah,
it's so good to see how everybody else's mind works when you're doing the same thing.
And here's one. So I was doing it.
Yeah.
And here's one where I just extended the painting that was in the picture.
That's what I had to do last night. I ripped my second page out in another art project way back when, who knows how long ago, because I've had the book for over a year.
And this one I put it in an ocean.
That's good, yeah.
Anyway, and then I got bored.
Well,
but I found it. I thought I had thrown it away.
There you go.
So I got it.
Lost but now found.
Okay, we are live. I'll go ahead and I don't press those to sit there. I'm gonna go ahead and start playing. What you working on?
Well, I got my jelly plate out. Is that what you're going to do?
I'm just going to collage on these cards.
Oh, okay.
You know, same thing.
I got plenty to collage too. There's my doorbell. Just a minute.
Okay, go get that. Hello, YouTube world. While Beth went to answer the door, I looked at these this morning, and number one, that gilding wax I don't think it was meant to be used the way I used it. Hey, Elaine. Yeah, we are. Because the shininess of that isn't any different than the acrylic. And when I tried to shine it a little bit, it comes off. So obviously that's not the purpose, but it still looks good. And then I was struck by the fact that they look kind of boring. Not that one. I need to use some more color. Found a jelly roll that I put some marks around that one. And you can't even tell that that one's got some collage on it. So I may do something else on that. And I did the same thing here. That one's okay. That one turned out kind of blah too. Get that pen back out. But, this is just for fun. It doesn't matter. And I keep getting my finished ones mixed up with my unfinished ones. All right, so if I were going to put something on here that was brighter, look into my little bucket of scraps. Good Lord, have I got a lot of this.
Oh my gosh. These insurance companies. Joe's getting ready. He's getting ready to retire, and everybody's wanting him to buy insurance. Oh, heavens to Beth.
Life insurance?
Well, I think they want him to buy secondary life insurance with Medicare.
Oh. Well, we're on Humana.
Yeah.
And it is so much less expensive.
Yeah. And then we're still on insurance from where he worked.
No, that'll go away though, won't it?
And yeah, it'll go on as secondary for him, and it'll continue to cover me because I'm not old enough to retire. So we're good. Hi, Elaine and Lisa.
Hi, guys. I just went to work because Beth was answering her door.
So I think I'm going to collage too. I was going to try. I did jelly the other day. So
I'm trying to brighten this thing up.
I don't need any more jelly.
Joycey's still streaming. She sounds like she's about to give up.
Oh, she's in her own little zone. She'll be okay. She is. Bless her heart.
I watched y'all last night. We have Randy still. Oh, there's a hot ink. We like to watch the news, and then we have some shows during the day that we like to watch. So I'm usually not too good at night.
Well, that's good. You got to have some downtime.
Well, my uptime's only till about 2 to 6, but that's 4 hours. I mean,
Right. I kind of quit watching TV. We watch YouTube a lot. And that's what I watch. I watch Lisa all the time. And are you feeling any better, Lisa? She's been sick.
Don't have that.
She's got the croup. And I think she's got allergies. And I think the allergies a lot of them are in her room. Her art room. But that's my personal opinion. And I know what that's worth.
We watch a little bit of daily stuff that goes on,
Right.
And then we flip over to Netflix, and we're watching Wentworth right now.
Oh, I heard that was good.
It's a little strong. You got to get used to it. But did you watch Orange is the New Black?
No, I haven't. But I've done prison ministry.
Oh, well, then you know.
So I kind of know what's going on in there anyway. And a lot of it's just reality stuff. That it's a show and they have to act.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I know how the real prison ministry is.
Well, they say that Wentworth is filmed in Australia. And they say that it's more true to life than Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
Randy used to work in a prison.
Okay.
He was a warden over death row. That's better. Okay, done. I said that all day yesterday and then pulled them back out. And I got my little ruler.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And I pulled out some wood blocks today. Thought that might help some of these. Okay, so I said that one was done. And that one definitely could use something bright. So, I don't need that big one. Will acrylic peel off of a cut tack?
Acrylic come off? Yeah, it'll come off. It's water soluble. It'll come off a mat.
Okay.
You could probably, if you take it to the sink and use a little pot scrubber and soak it up, it takes it off. That's what I use to clean my hands. Is a little green scrubby. Soap and water.
Probably need my. That didn't do right. We can do everything. Okay, here we go. This may not be a good idea. Nope. It's going to take more paint than that. All right. I bought a bunch of these when Joggles was clearing them out. And for a while there, it was their, free gift. So I found what I needed and ordered it. Because, you got to help out everybody, right?
Right, yeah.
So I got quite a collection. Well, got a pretty good print.
Lisa likes your GelliDex.
Oh, thanks, Lisa. I need an apprentice. Here, clean my stamp off.
Well, that's where you get a little tub and of water and stick it by the door.
I think that'll do it.
Throw anything in it.
Okay, that needs to dry, so I'll put him up there. Now, who else could use some red? Since I've got it out.
Get an assembly line going.
About time for me to switch what I'm working on. I start getting kind of bored.
Uh-oh.
I do. That's why I paint in so many different media. If I get bored with one or get stuck, I switch to another one rather than stop painting.
Well, that's good.
It makes no sense, but I got a little nice one. All right. I'll put that. I need to cut this down a little bit. This thing, I can't tell you how many times I've picked it up out of the floor.
Glue her down.
And I finally figured out what it might be good for. Everything looked good. Hey, Meta. How are ya? Aw, thanks. I wonder how much lag there is. Let's test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 seconds. So today, if I asked you to vote on something, I promise to wait 6 seconds. Ahead of you. I'm going to leave that one too. That one's done. I don't mind having a few dull ones, but that one's good the way it is. You guys are so disciplined with on Mondays, I'm going to do so and so, and I'm like every morning's a new day. I'm gonna call that one done too. And this was the one that yesterday we decided I needed to put red on the back. Look at how pretty that orange turned out. That's what Joycey voted for. That. This is just kind of the intuitive stuff I do in my journal, except smaller. I'm using acrylic ink. Now that one needs to sit up and dry. This side's okay. I'm gonna leave that one too. That's another dull one, but it looks pretty good. This is the Moonlight Duos by forget. Shoot. They don't put their name on these. I forget. I'm old.
I have sometimes disease.
I'm gonna put. I got Patty Charlie Parrish's small set.
Oh yeah.
I like them. Now let's see. I'll need this. I need to avoid the purple paint. I mean the red paint. Hey, Cheshire. Not bright, but it helps.
Hi, Gilly.
Hey, Gilly. Gilly. It's time for Gilly.
Did Joycey sign off? Did she finish her page? She was trying to finish her page.
All right, that's done. And that's done. Done, Paul. That could use some red. Let's do see this big old paisley. This is Nightfall Red by Golden. Yeah, you snooze, you lose. Well, not much. Operator error, I'm sure. No way I could line that up again, so I'm going to leave it. I bet I can get a red pen.
Hey, Lisa, you want to see my envelope book that I made? I bet she does. Of course, I say that like I know where it is.
That's wishful thinking, right?
I know where it is. This was inspired by Lisa, and it's made out of envelopes, and I think there's 15 envelopes, and I used 2 envelopes that were the same size for the back, and they open up. I've got a napkin on the flaps are glued together, and I put a pretty napkin and a couple of pictures, collages, and a bow for the front and the back. And I left the spine. I left a pretty good space here in the spine. I didn't glue them too tight together, because if you glue them too tight together, then you don't have enough to put stuff in the middle. So you have to keep that space. So Lisa gave us that great tip, and I passed that tip on. Hi, Sharon.
I think that when Lisa's on, I may be off.
Well, that could be, but anyway, this is they're each. I'll just show them to you real quick. The flaps, and they flap in and up and out and every direction. And I've got pretty clean paper in this for storage, so I can use the paper in my art if I need something this size. I got some cardstock in all of the pockets, and I used a lot of sewing ephemera, because Lisa's theme was sewing. And then this one down here, it flips down and it pulls out to the side on this pocket, and then this pocket also pulls to the side or out to the bottom. So they're decorated, and they go down. And then this one goes out, and it's pretty stationary envelopes as well. And then this one flips in, and there's 2 of them. It's a double whammy. Goes every which way. So it's really cute. And again, when you put those flaps in, don't put them too close to the edge, the center fold, because you won't be able to put anything inside of it if it's too tight together. So I kept a lot of room in all these areas. So that's one side, and then the other side does kind of the same thing. The top flips out and up for 2 pockets, and then this one flips out and out, a double out. I just love it. You could keep on going if you wanted to make it bigger, but this is perfectly fine. And then this one flips up, and then it flips down. And I put all kinds of ephemera and scrappy things in here, to little pockets, and there's all kinds of paper in here. There's room for paper and storage, and whatever theme you want to use it for. And I even put a message to Joe in there. I got a message to Joe. And then I put a ribbon underneath the napkin. There's a ribbon that goes around this, and then a napkin that on top. And then I put a few beads, little bling bling, and you can tie it in a bow and keep it on your desk at your fingertips.
Well, there you go.
And there you go. It's a little envelope journal.
Now,
and they're so fun to make. I love making them and doing it. So completed. So anyway, I have a journal book here that I work in, and I use these XL journals that you get them from any art store, and Walmart carries them, of course. And I have found that when I do my art, it's easier to do it on one side and flip the page and do this side. But I don't like the boring backs. So I'm always going back and painting them, and then I like to collage my scraps on the other side for fun, to get rid of my stuff in my scrap box.
Well, that's a good use of your scraps.
And I love gluing, so that satisfies me to glue. It satisfies me to empty my scrap box up, and it satisfies me to get a boring blank piece of paper done up in my art book. So it's a great fun thing to do without having to think about anything. And it's just something I like to do. Are you guys doing anything in particular on your art table right now? What are y'all working on?
I'm looking.
Are y'all working on anything? And my mom is even supporting me, and she gave me a candy wrapper for my art to recycle. So there it is. Here you go, Mom. Just for you.
Oh gosh.
She says, here, you can put this in your art.
I thought about y'all the other night at the hurricane, and her saying, "I'm just fine. I don't need any help."
We're good. We weren't afraid. Well, I don't know. I had a calmness about me during this particular hurricane. I knew that we were going to be okay. And I was watching the weather, and I was being smart. And of course, I have 3 other households down here, family. So we were all boarded up. We all have concrete houses. And
That's a good thing.
yeah, and we're all on high ground. So
Is that standard down there, building code?
no, it's not a standard. There's a lot of wooden houses down here.
Wow.
And then there's mobile home places, mobile home parks, or the modular homes. I'm sorry, they're still mobile homes, even though they're modular. They're nice and they're beautiful, but they're not, they're not hurricane proof.
We're in Arkansas. I know what that is.
Yeah. So we weren't going to have a house unless it was block. We wouldn't have bought it. International Dot Day. So they're painting with dots, dotted bookmarkers, doing dots. Okay. It's kind of like mosaic. Lisa's working on a stash busting journal. So you're putting all your stash in a journal. Is it like a flow book? I got a flow book.
Well, now that was stupid. I wanted those 2 dots. Damn it.
Uh-oh.
It's not day.
I don't think this guy's going to go down. He's not laying flat. Sorry, Mom.
Hold my beer and watch this. I can put those dots right on there.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, she's just gluing from her stash, kind of like what I'm doing, using her tidbits up.
Using pieces.
Hi, Button. What you working on, Button? We're telling each other what we're doing.
Button, who's got the button?
We got the best button.
What's happening?
Hi, Kathy. Just to let y'all know, Kathy Arbor's getting ready to start streaming again on September the 23rd to the 26th. It's a Thursday.
When on Thursday?
It's going to be a Thursday.
At what time?
I'm thinking 1-ish.
Because I do sports, but that'd be great to have a lead up.
Yep. Tell me that, Kathy, when you're starting back up. It's going to be every Thursday. And I'm thinking 1 o'clock. I wrote it down. It's 1 o'clock.
All right.
12 o'clock East Central. September the 26th. See, Kathy? I've been talking about you, Kathy. Sorry.
That's way away from me.
Sorry. I don't know her, but I can't wait till she comes on because everybody says, "Oh, Kathy's streaming again," and they're all excited. And so I thought, okay, I'll help her. I'm in.
You're so sweet to help everybody.
She's going to do a beginner drawing, I think. Beginner drawing. Is that it, Kathy? Tell us.
Yeah, we want to know. We're nosy that way. Uh-oh. Never mind. No, I don't need help. By accident.
Fundamentals of Drawing for Beginners. Thank you, Kathy. And it comes with homework. So we have to practice our ovals, our shapes of our faces.
All right. I rescued it.
She's going to make us work. Well, I'll get I'm sure I can come up with a notebook. To work in.
Oh, I like that yellow. That rings my bell.
Is it going to be mostly pencil and so I just bought a new sketchbook so I can use my sketchbook. Shauna says, "Oh no, not homework." Hi, Shauna.
Hey, Shauna. It's kind of like when I was taking, or not taking, but trying to learn how to paint. And people would go home with homework, but the only time they painted was at that 2-hour session once a week. And I was serious when they were there for the social. So that obviously wasn't a class for me. Nothing wrong with social now.
Right.
But I was trying to learn why you do what when, and they were talking about coffee cake recipes.
Nope, that's not good.
In fact, one lady would get beside me. I mean, this would be in a workshop we paid for. I had this one that got beside me, and she'd get between me and my easel. I'd go, "You don't really want to be there. I will hurt you." All right, I'm stuck. I like that yellow. So I'm going to go on. I love my homemade washing.
Oh, Button, you be careful. They'll bug you to death until you have to give them some. The kitty cats are all over her because she got some roasted chicken. They like their chicken. Kathy says, if you want to excel in drawing, it takes a dedication.
Yes, it does. That's not going to show up because it's just on the adhesive. Talking to myself.
That's okay. I'll even let you answer. I don't see anything wrong with answering.
I do it all the time. I used to have some gold around here, but I think I used it all. No, you don't want to stick to me. Lena said she got so busy watching doing her own thing the other night that she had to go back and watch the video again because she didn't see everybody else's stuff.
I know. When I have 2 or 3 people on, I think I got to pay attention to what I'm doing so I can get done, and then I forget to watch everybody else. Been there, done that. Been there, done that.
This tape is done with score tape and silver leaf. There. Now I'm happier. We didn't solve what we were going to do here.
Bye, Lisa. See you later, honey.
Bye, sweetie.
Watch for cars.
Sure is easier with two people. You don't have to feel like you've got to entertain all the time.
That's true. I know what you mean.
Hey, did I say hi, Shauna? I forgot. If I didn't, I'm sorry.
Arlene's in the house.
Nope. Yep.
Kathy's going to be working in the background. Okay, Kathy. Clean up. Straighten up away.
And when you get done over there, come over here.
Yep. We can put you to work, too.
This full leaf is from a silk screen I made when I was curious about that.
Oh. Did you watch Lena make homemade paper the other day?
I did not. That was the day I slept till 1.
Oh, you must have needed the rest.
I guess.
She is so cute.
I know.
As a button. And
she's so funny. And when she gets to laughing,
she giggles.
Telling a story.
She made paper. She was making paper. She bought a kit and did it with a kit.
Oh, that's good.
And it turned out pretty good for her.
I saw a picture of it.
Oh, okay.
I have trouble catching up.
Well,
you know,
you just got to you got to catch up and do a whole day of it to catch up. I hit and miss.
And then after Randy goes to bed and the TV goes off is when I listen to stuff that I'm trying to learn from. Like I need to take up anymore.
Hi, Wendy.
Did Wendy come in?
Wendy's here.
I'm working on some more of what I did yesterday. Trying to be a little bit brighter today. Let's go ahead and put I'm going to use my orange brush. I don't know why I have such an aversion to hot colors, but I love this yellow now that I got it on here. Okay.
Now this page here, the one of the prompts was to spray and let something drip, and I love what it did to the back, the back of the paper. The back is prettier than the front.
That is nice. Don't ever give up on your backs.
That's right. So we will definitely use it to our advantage.
There's just so much that can be used. This is a scrap page from a failed sticker solve. Now let's see. No. Okay, so the bottom's coming off. Nope.
So, when are you going to get your America book?
Me?
Yeah.
Sometime next week, I think.
I hated to get involved in it, but we just couldn't.
Okay.
We couldn't wait any longer. So, but that'll give everybody a chance to warm up to it. Plus, I don't know that we know what we're doing yet. So maybe by the time you get your book, we'll have a better.
And you know me, I'm liable to take off and dance another direction.
That's quite all right.
Yeah, I'm bad about that.
But it gives everybody options to see what others do, and they may want to do that too. So it's a good option. There's no right or wrong, and
No,
that's what I love about it.
Prompts are there to get you started, and if it leads you to something else, then it's done its job.
That's right. It's just like this gluing down trash.
It's all trash.
It's somebody's trash and our treasure. That's all there is to it.
Y'all have heard me say I used to keep a nice, neat studio. No more. Not since I started doing mixed media.
Use it or lose it.
I've got cereal boxes and the sacks inside cereal boxes.
I've even got Joe collecting it for me now. He says he was taking down a box in the garage, and it was, I had no idea what was in it, but he says, you want this box? It's really good cardboard. And he cut it up into nice little nice size pieces where I could art on it. And I finally took it back out to the garage and said, I'm sorry, but I just can't collect anything right now. I got to go. I got to let it go. I said, I'm never going to get my room cleaned up at this rate. I don't have room for the card. I said, I've got foam cord board and art board. I said, I'm good for now. So,
speaking of trash, this was a page I was using to glue on. It's a print that I did and wasn't going to use.
Yeah.
It made a print all by itself.
But, yeah. Those are the best kind. But it's okay to throw away some things for a while to get organized with other areas.
Like window envelopes. I asked Randy to save those for me, and I must have a million.
And I can thank Tanya McGuire for my junk mail. I got tons of junk mail now. She taught me how to clean it, how to keep it, and use it.
How do you keep it?
You don't throw it away.
Oh, I mean, store it.
I store it in a big envelope. I got junk mail. It's a prompt, so you got to have it. It's one of my prompts. Use junk mail in your art page. So I've had to teach Joe how to open up an envelope without tearing it, so I could use the envelope. It's amazing how many background security envelopes there are.
I know once you start collecting them.
Yeah.
Robin uses
tons of security envelope designs.
Robin uses them in her, Robin McClendon, in her books that she makes.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, yeah, Tanya does too. She makes art out of them. These are just envelopes that I've gotten that have nothing in them. They've got words. That one hadn't even been opened yet. Letters. Well, looky there. I'll just use that right now.
There you go. I hope y'all out there are watching something. I mean, doing something.
We're just gluing. Button works on a folding table tray. Good girl, Button. Arlene learned to organize her junk mail from Shannon. She's a far better organizer than she is.
You ought to see Shannon's organization.
She's
one OCD girl.
Yeah, she does. She does have a lot. Yeah, and that's okay. Wendy's got a desk in her living room with some wall storage beside her. There you go, Wendy. Everything at your fingertips. Hi, Barb. I don't know what tummy tubing is. What's tummy tubing? You're going to have to educate us on that one. We're just gluing around today. Hanging and gluing. I got a lot to catch up on.
Can't see my hole.
See what else I got in here. Whatever this was, it had a giant catalog enclosed. It did. Why work after work? There you go. There's your sign. We can make our own sign on this one.
All right, using red on the background.
Here's your offer. Life hacks.
I used to create a lot of that stuff. That was our business. Marketing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did work for Walmart and JB Hunt and Sam's Club. But the adage is, if I'm good at what I do, I'll slow the junk down on its way to the trash. Meaning that somebody might look at it.
Right.
And now we're in an age where somebody might use it.
Yeah, yeah. I would have been good in advertising. I think I would have. But I was in the nursing profession instead. To care people.
Advertising is tough.
Yeah.
Okay, that's done. Done, Paul.
Next page.
That's true, Wendy. That's why I've never wanted a studio away from home. Because I end up bringing stuff with me. And then I don't know where it is. So my little studio is just around the corner from the living room. And of course, there's just two of us too. So. This is the first time I've had all of my stuff in one room. I had, let's see, we lived in what we call the big house, and it had 3 floors. The bottom floor by the pool walkout, because we didn't have a golf cart. That's where it parked. That was where my art studio was, and I had a commercial sink, and like a car washing sink down there, and there was a full kitchen except for a stove. So I was set. I had a lot of room, but it was kind of chunked up. And then we moved, and I took over an upstairs game room, and that wasn't enough. So I took over the adjoining attic that was floored, and that wasn't enough. And so I ended up, because, with puppy dogs and stuff, they want to go out.
Yeah.
And when they go out, you take them downstairs and you lose 30 minutes or more.
Oh, I know.
Back in.
And then I let Abby out and I turn around, then the cat wants to be fed.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, never ends.
So I set up my oil painting cabaret and my computer workstation in the breakfast room.
Yeah.
And I was ever so much more happy.
Yeah, I use one of our spare bedrooms, and I'm really glad I'm in the house because, I can go into the kitchen or answer the front door or whatever I need to do.
It's the same thing as having a studio outside.
Yes.
I would never go out there.
And so Barbara said she was tummy tubing earlier, and that's where she's laying on the bed with her laptop on her tummy.
Oh,
I do that. I do that.
I put it down.
I do that all the time. Sometimes I use a pillow. I love tummy tubing. Wendy has her own studio. She never sees her husbands and kids, so now she stays in the living room. Got to have a little corner, Wendy. Have a little corner set up.
If I had a living room big enough, I'd have a workstation in there too. But then I wouldn't get the goodie out of the shows we watch.
That's right, Arlene. You don't need a big old bedroom if you stay in your art room all day. I do both. And I told Joe that I did not want a TV in the bedroom, and I held off till last year, and he got another TV, and sure enough, he put it in the bedroom. So what do? Well, if I'm not in my craft room, I'm laying on the bed watching YouTube on that TV. I never go into the living room now. Can't get me out of the bedroom.
Ah, shit.
I lay around on the bed, watch TV.
I can't believe I dropped that ruler on this red dot and it didn't bleed.
Oh my gosh! And I don't even. And I do make my bed up. I make my bed, but I'm on top of it.
We do Japanese style.
Yep.
Seriously. Randy's mother believed that you let your bed air out, so
you should, yeah. I agree.
All we have on ours is a down blanket.
Yeah.
Well, I mean the bottom sheet.
Right. Well, down here it's hot all the time. I have a cotton bedspread, and half the time that's all you need, just a lightweight.
We use the down blanket. It's not a comforter; it's just a real thin blanket.
Yeah.
We use it in the summer too.
Yeah.
It's a bigger dot than I wanted, but oh well. Take what you get.
Oh, Barbara has her own studio for art, but she has a sewing machine station in the living room, so she can sew in there. I fixed a place up in here for my sewing machine, so I can pull it out at any time. But right now, it's only used as a bookend. It's holding up some books.
Well, I cut that piece and then lost it. There's it. Is that it? Yeah.
Barbara likes the piece you're working on.
Thank you. My sewing machine I can get to, but I got to move 2 or 3 other things. It's sitting under my oil tabouret. Under the drawer that pulls out.
Yeah.
Where I put my palette.
Bye, Shauna. See you later, baby.
Bye. And I can pull it out and put it on that. Well, on my palette goes. Now that I like. Simple. I like it. This is that tape I made the other day with just the paint on the jelly.
Yeah.
So when you pull it off, it's just the jelly paint and the adhesive. Pretty cool.
It is.
Problem is, some of these pulls were so cool, I don't want to cover them up. Didn't do a thing for it. Oh, I'm leaving it. I'm going to put some type on it.
Arlene said her husband would get so upset with her because every time she ran the sewing machine motor, it would make static on the TV.
That's funny. I don't care who you are.
So you had to only sew real quick on the commercials. He need to rewire the living room if it was causing that much trouble. That's a wiring problem, I would think.
Yep. We got one like that when we have the toaster oven on and the TV on, it'll go out.
Wow. Yeah, that's not good.
I hear my babies whining. That is not.
They want a snack.
They don't get snacks anymore. Our big boy that passed away a year or two ago, he was the snack king. I didn't ever find the. And it was this little guy's daddy. This little guy cared. they're kind of used to having me in there. I can't find the pen that works with all the stuff I've got. Here's a pen. And it's dried out.
Well, that's not good.
I never give up. It might come back. Because I know I haven't used it. Okay, let that sit. You pull out the big dog. Here's some seasoning.
Arlene said, "How much she got sewing depended on how much of a problem that her husband had been that day." Payback. Button says the living room is a bedroom for her husband. And your recliner's in there, yeah, yep.
Done. I didn't do anything on this side. Not done. Oh, I had to let it dry. Just like this one's going to have to dry.
Hi, Ray. How you doing, Ray?
Hey, Ray. How big a butt he'd been. That's funny. The Moon Maker, that's who makes these, the little bitty stamps. I decided I needed some of those, so. And where are they? In there. Oh, wow, Arlene. You'd almost have to bring the wiring out into the walls like they do in France. I mean, on the outside of the walls. Wait a minute, we got one right here. I had a house that was built in 1910, not 1810. Oh, oh, that poor baby. Poppy loves us.
Barbara has a question about your Rolodex cards. Do they have to be read whether up or down?
No, well, yeah, I guess you would, because if you turn them and you want something over here, it would be upside down.
So that would be a directional on that side.
Well, yeah, but then if you turn, well, my Rolodex won't turn the other way. But if your Rolodex was one of those where the cards just flipped, then you almost need to write from either side, right side up. Does that make sense?
Some of them roll.
I've got the roller one.
And then you'd have to turn it and roll it with your other hand to read the other side.
Not if you flipped it this way. If you wrote this one this way with the holes at the top, and this one would be at the holes at the bottom, then when it flipped, you could read them both.
Yeah.
But now those that are just in the tray that you flip forward, you'd have to make sure which was the front.
Yep.
Well, that's a good question.
Of course, if you just do collage art, it doesn't matter if it's up or down.
Right. If I do this as a book project and write a story that, like one sentence on each card.
Yeah. A quote.
I doubt that I will do that because I don't have any place for stuff like that to sit. So it would be like a Rolodex diary or a book. Like a book structure. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Ashley wants to know if you got Happy Mail from her yet.
No. Not today. Not this week. Not yet. We lost 2 days last week with the hurricane. Our postage was down for a couple days, so they're probably backed up.
I love to listen to you. Your accent's so cute.
It's just where I was from. It's the way we all talked.
I was doing this yesterday, and somehow YouTube went into the spinning wheel, and by the time I knew about it, everybody but one was gone. So Linda Wessel and I just stayed for a little while, but it got to the point that my intuitiveness was gone. When you start taking too much time to make a decision, it's time to quit.
I'm from West Virginia. Thank you, Giovanna. Giovanna knows where I'm from. Go Marshall. Yay. Go
West Virginia. I don't think I've ever known anybody from West Virginia. And I definitely haven't heard this accent. I can do my hillbilly accent too when I want to.
There was a time I was down in Texas for a couple years, right on the border, and yay, Ashley! Ashley just said that Christy her mom is getting internet so she can stream because she was trying to stream last week. Okay, Ashley, good deal. Now, Ashley, I got some Happy Mail from Christy. Did you add to her envelope? Christy sent me some pocket letter. Is that what you're talking about? But anyway, I was down on the border of Mexico and Texas, and I was working for the government. It was the Department of Agriculture, and they also had some people that worked there that were from Mexico, that were born in Mexico, and they were living in Texas, and they were working at the same place I was working. And this one boy come up to me, and he was my age, and he was very serious. Now we just got finished having lunch or something, and he says, do the people up where you live wear shoes? I mean, he was really, he thought the Beverly Hillbillies was the way we were, and the show was characterized by West Virginians, but we weren't quite that destitute. And I said, no, we wear shoes, and we have malls and grocery stores and cars, just like here. He says, oh, and he says, not like the Beverly Hillbillies. I said, no, we're modernized.
I thought Jeb was in Arkansas when he found his oil.
He was, but the hills, Beverly Hillbillies, is a nickname for the hills, you know, and they talk about their cousins in West Virginia too, and Kentucky. Okay. Yeah, they talk about West Virginia and Kentucky and all that up there, and
we'll share him then.
So he might have been from Arkansas or Kansas, you know, or Kansas, but you know, he really thought we were stereotyped. And he really was legitimately asking how we lived. And I said, no, we live just like you do. We have stores and grocery stores and businesses and cars. And but that was that was an original ignorance of living in a small world. You know, they lived in their own little world. He didn't have cable. He probably didn't know anything. He never, you know, Googled Earth anything. But there's a big old world out there. Really.
I love to study. Well, I don't study it, but I've read quite a bit about dialects.
Yeah.
And a lot of the Kentucky and Virginia folks did settle in Arkansas. And we share some of the same Elizabethan dialect. My grandmother used quite a few of Elizabethan words. It was really kind of cool. But now I know why. It's because, you know, followed down. And then the map in Arkansas is from the northwest corner down to the southeast corner. And it splits the state diagonally. And the ones in that northeast corner are the ones that have the Elizabethan connection.
Yeah.
The ones in South Arkansas, okay, that's done, are a different, they're immigrants from a different area. So there, we might be related.
But there are a lot of areas where there's poor, destitute people live in West Virginia, but they all have homes, and they all have cars, and they all have money, and they all have TVs, and the cable is down there too. It's just whether or not they want to fit the bill for it or not. But there are a lot of poor people in southern West Virginia, and but there's a lot of homeless in Florida too. You know, you think of the homeless.
Homeless everywhere.
And it's everywhere. It's in every state, in every city, and the homeless down here that I have seen is all by choice. They choose to live that way, and there are people out there that are helping the homeless, but it's whether or not the homeless can um, go that route or not, or whether they choose to go that route or not is their decision. And there's a lot of psychiatric issues that need to be attended to first. Yeah. Well, Ashley, I'll keep looking for your Happy Mail. I have not got it yet. Is yours in the building?
Hey, how are you, Tiki-Doo? Maybe something. I love doing collage with transparent paper. That's awfully big. Nah. Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Oh, Blue just finished her zebra. Well, you'll have to post it. I want to see it.
I got to show y'all what I found. I thought I had thrown it away. I was with Shannon one day and they were all doing reverse collage. I thought, well, I want to do that too. So I went out to my car and I used to subscribe to all these books. Brought it in. I thought, now what am I going to do reverse collage? So this is the stuff where there's usually just one painting exhibited on a page. So I just decided to paint around the painting. You can see the glossy spots. Here, up here. That one wasn't a very successful one. Here's the chicken. But I didn't really get reverse collage. But that's got some on it. And these I painted from the shiny part out to the edges. So I just continued the painting. But then I got bored.
But you got a good start.
And this one. I finished the painting for the artist. There's lots of, I could have some fun finishing working on this. There's some neat art in these. So anyway, that's what I found.
Lost but now found.
Yep. Well, anytime you reorganize a studio, you lose stuff that's in it.
I know. I hate it because I move it thinking I'm going to remember where I put it.
Yeah, obvious. That's how I lost my Neocolor twos. If I had left it alone, I knew exactly where they were.
Where they should have been.
I had the whole fib group. Did you find them yet? No, I didn't find them yet. I got to do something with jelly prints. They're ruling my life. I guess I could make a book with them. One of my oil print jellies. Whoops. Crackle edge. I thought that was an infant. It's not. Yeah. That sounded tiresome. Tired? Are you tired? Not tiresome. Are you streaming tonight, Beth?
No, it's Wednesday. Nope, not me. Becky usually streams on Wednesdays, and I think she's taking tonight off. She
said this morning she was going to take Wednesdays off for a while.
Yeah, she's been remodeling 2 houses at the same time. I don't know how she does it. And they're in the process of moving from the old house to the place that they're staying, which is a relative's place, and they've agreed to fix it up for them. I think it's sister. So they're remodeling 2 houses at the same time, and I don't know how she's kept breathing.
And plus, Scott still works, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But and then they're going to put their old house up for sale, and her son still lives there, but they're still, remodeling at the same time, and they're juggling too much, and I can understand why she needs a little break, but she'll be back.
Yeah.
And we'll miss her.
I lost that little scrap I was going to use. Darn it. It's the only scrap in the world I wanted.
Oh, that'll be good, Ashley. Ashley is Wendy's daughter, and Wendy's getting ready to stream, and she's going to get on the internet, and she's got a new channel name, and it's going to be all about the art. I love it. That's a good name. And she's going to stream. She's going to probably be streaming with me for a little bit till she gets the hang of it.
Till she gets the hang of it. That's a good thing to do.
Yep. And because everybody will support her.
I might not. I don't know her.
Yes, you will. You'll know her. You know Christy. She comes in here.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure she comes in here.
Yeah, I know Christy. I know that Christy. I thought it was a new Christy.
And Shelly is her daughter.
Okay.
So, and she's in the chat now. So she's giving me the 411.
The dope on it.
Yeah, buddy. She's telling it like it is.
I'm looking for my crap. You could almost jelly print from my floor.
Oh, Giovanna said that Mary's going to might stream tonight. She was on just a little bit ago, Giovanna. I know she was on.
She said she was going to take that Wednesday spot until Beck came back. Well, I don't know what I did with it. Maybe I put it up in my book. Well, I guess that piece wasn't supposed to go on that card. Doesn't that make you mad when you do that?
Yeah, buddy.
Lose it before you can get it glued down? Okay. Enough of that.
It's usually on the floor.
I looked.
Oh, Giovanna said that Mary's going to do a dirty go tonight.
It's metallic bronze. That's why.
Oh.
That's with the light shined on it.
I got me some new glaze. I haven't even opened it up yet. Let's see what it says. I've got iridescent glaze.
Who's it by?
Vicki Boutin.
You got to watch those Vicki people.
Boutin,
I think. I don't know.
Boutin. And it is iridescent glaze and then silver glaze. Let's try it.
Well, all right.
Let's crack this puppy open. Yes, Giovanna. It's Wayne's Scott is her last name. Ashley, spell your mom's last name. Wein Scott Scott. I think that's it. Ooh. Check this out.
Oh, wow.
My. Wayne Scott is her last name. Oh, I'm going to like this. When it says use metallic or gold. Yeah, you know who she is, Giovanna. I love Christy. Yeah, that's her. Thank you, Ashley.
Finally, I got my little piece on.
Oh, this is nice. That's wet, but it's silvery. There's Joan. Hi, Joan.
Hello. And Ray, hi, Ray. Y'all be sure and give us a thumbs up. Nothing like asking for praise.
How many are in the room now? My
40? No. What is that? Yeah, it does say 40.
My tally,
it's on StreamYard in the right-hand corner. I don't know if that means current or what.
My tally doesn't work. I'm watching you on YouTube on my iPad. I just muted it, and the tally doesn't work.
It doesn't on YouTube.
Why? It used to.
You have to refresh your page or sometimes go out and come back in.
But it used to.
Well,
I don't like it.
Mary was on a rant this morning about YouTube taking over her computer, and
I heard a little bit of that. She didn't like Chrome. She had to uninstall it and reinstall it.
I don't have any problem with Chrome.
I don't either.
It depends on your system and how old your computer is, and I don't know that.
I think she's got a Mac computer. Now this is supposed to be iridescent, but it looks very creamy, and it's got a silvery shine to it. But it's not silver; it's iridescent. Let me try it on something else.
You did. You got it backwards. Vicki Laura. Y'all know collage is not my first. I probably don't have to explain that. Collage is not my.
Azure said that she posted her zebra on Instagram.
Oh, cool. And what are you trying to do? So then that would go. You want it to be like that. Like that. Is that right? I think so. We'll just tear another one and see if that works.
What's your Instagram name, Blue? Is your Muse One? There it is. I found you. I'm showing it. Wow, she's good.
Let me see.
Trying to get it bigger. You done good, honey.
Wow.
Isn't that nice? The lighting and everything. Oh my gosh.
What medium? That's what I'm after.
Excellent. Excellent.
Did she say what it was?
Prima Market
Vintage
vintage set.
That's the one I've got on my wish list. You allergic to us, Miss Beth?
No, I don't know why. The fan's blowing. Excellent. Here's her giraffe.
How cute.
Hello. I'm bragging about you. She said her paints were on sale.
Where? I really have. Since they came out, I wanted those colors. Love water. Amazon. Okay. Blue end works better. I told Miss Beth about 4 months ago that if I figured all this stuff out with the switch and got comfortable with it, that she would be my first guest. So that's what we've got.
I'm honored.
Well, everybody else was doing it.
You've been on with other people.
Nope. The group The groups are always on when I'm done.
Okay, this one's the iridescent, and this one's the silver. And the iridescent's very similar to the silver.
But it's changing colors.
The silver is more condensed, and the iridescent is more see-through-ish.
Yeah, but the iridescent should show you a different color.
Like a white.
Why? But that's pretty on your hands. Just wear it that way.
A real artist.
That's why I run around like this all the time.
Yep. It's a maybe even a white tint to it versus the silver. A little white or pinkish.
Oh.
But they're very good. I will use them.
I hate when that happens. Don't block inks, or you will end up with an ink blot.
Sorry, Giovanna. She says, oh, darn. Now it's something else to buy. It's shiny and shimmery, isn't it?
Shiny. I'll take it. I'm having glue issues today.
Ashley, how far away do you live from your mom, or do you live with your mom? I know she got a new house. And she got a new kitty. Her kitty's name is Patches. Looks like a patchwork.
Hey, this is better than the old party line back in the 30s and 40s.
Yeah. We had a party line. It was with my grandmother. She was too tight to buy her own line.
Good Lord, I'm getting tired of these boring backgrounds.
Okay, Ashley. Well, good. That's good. I'm glad you're close to her. 20 minutes away. That's good enough. I'm exactly 1 mile from my mother.
We got 15 minutes, 30 minutes from mine. Mine's 91.
Really? Mom just turned 88.
And my dad's 93, and he still keeps up 4 acres of grass.
Ooh, wow. That's a lot.
My mother helps babysit a nephew, and good Lord, she's got more energy than I do, which that's not saying a whole lot.
Gilly said that she still had party lines in the 80s in Canada.
Well, I guess that means I better start taking care of myself.
Yeah. Oh, Button's mom and dad both live in New Zealand. Are they close to Maggie Loxley? I watch Maggie Loxley on YouTube all the time. Yeah. We did too, Dar. We had a party last. My grandmother, but it was only during the summer because she lived in Florida in the wintertime. So it was just during the summer.
Well, I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to do that either.
Yeah. It was cheaper. So why not?
Save that money for the casinos in Florida.
Well, I think I got 3 pages done.
Good. I don't know how many I've got done. I haven't been keeping count.
4. I got 4.
This is one of my oil on jelly prints.
That's awesome.
You can see the texture.
Yeah, I love that pull. Yeah. Well, I'm going to jump off of here. Joe will be home.
I'm ready. Yeah, we've been on 2 hours. I'm ready to.
And he'll be high maintenance when he gets in here. You know how he is.
Who?
Joe.
Oh. Yeah, he wants to be one of the girls.
He does. He comes in. He likes it that I get online.
And mine just got the vacuum cleaner out.
Okay. Joe does the same thing for me. He runs the sweeper for me. They're keepers. They're keepers, Vicki.
I got a good one, I tell you. He does all the cooking, all the shopping.
Elaine said that the vintage pastel watercolor 10 palette is $22 on Amazon.
Okay. And I know that Zondra, I think, has it. I don't know how much hers will be, though. All right, I'm all cleaned up. The glue is screwed on. So
Put
it won't
the lid on the glue. I forget to do that all the time.
That's why I save lids when they're empty.
You're welcome, CB. So we'll go. Maybe I'll get on after a while with Mary and do a dirty dozen with her.
All right, guys, I'm gonna log out. Thank you for coming, and we'll do it
later. Bye.